Hello, so welcome to my West Ham video on 2015-16 racing predictions and starting 11 for FIFA 16. As usual, before we get started, I'd like to tell you that all the graphics are done by me and the player place values and so are all rough estimates and by no means completely realistic or official. Also, do be aware that some transfers might not have gone through before this video goes live. Without any fuss, let's move straight into the Hammers goalkeepers. So here they are, our West Ham's first team goalkeepers. First we've got Adrian, who I think is very good actually for us. Given him an 80 rare gold, you might have seen one of my other West Ham videos which has got some upgrades of some players and their potential ratings. So I went with Adrian with an 80, which I think is fair. He is very good, and he got team of the season last year on FIFA, understandably, because he was very good. And then we got Darren Randolph, played for Birmingham City last season, made quite a few clean sheets compared to the season before, so 13-14. So he's sure for, I think it's a small upgrade to a 74 rare silver. Then we got Raphael Spiegel, who is our only other first team goalkeeper, and I think he's going to just get a small upgrade to 60, as he didn't really play that well last season on loans or just for West Ham. So, you know, not really too good at the moment, but hopefully in the next few seasons he'll turn very good. Well, just in case you weren't aware, these are West Ham's defenders. We start off with Cole Jenkinson, our right back. He's on loan from Arsenal. He had a good season last season. He was on loan with us last season as well. I'm expecting to see a 74 rare silver card for him. Then we got JC, James Collins. I wasn't quite sure if he would get an upgrade or a downgrade, but his stats last season for us were actually very good, so I did give him an upgrade. But if EA give him an upgrade remains to be seen, so we're not quite sure about that one. Then it's got Reece Burke, played in the first team last season. He played when I watched West Ham play Everton. He seems very good. A 68 rare silver would probably be about fair. Then we got James Tompkins, who I think could have a very good season again. Last season he was quite good. I gave him a small upgrade, 74 rare from 73. Then we got Rinston Reed. Didn't give him an upgrade or a downgrade because beginning of last season he was very good, and then the end of last season awful in my opinion, really. Then we got Angelo Ogbonna, who I think is very good if he's on his day. He did get taken off against, I can't think, but he did get taken off recently in a game. That's it, against Bournemouth. So that wasn't great for him, but he can be very good. Then we got Aaron Cresswell, put him up to just a goal because I really do think he's very good. And then we got Joe O'Brien, who's going to get another downgrade shortly. So here we go with West Ham's central midfielders. First we got a new entry of Reece Oxford, who has been playing first team football this season and has been very good actually. So I've given him a 70 rare silver just because I know EA don't give too generous ratings their first season in the game. So a 70 I think would be quite fair. Then we got Pedro Obiang, a new signing this season. Came from Sampdoria in Italy, and he made the most tackles in this area last season, or the most successful tackles, sorry, I'm not quite sure which one it was. Now a new one, Alex Song today. He's joined us for one season loan with the option of a second year, because after the second year he'd be a free agent, so we could then get him. But I'd give him an 80 rare because he was good last season, and I'm sure could get better still, so that would be good. Then we got Mark Noble, Mr. West Ham. Stayed the same rating just because he was injured last season, so, you know, couldn't really improve or deprove, whatever the word would be. But then he's always very good, and he always puts his heart and soul in the game. Then we've got Cheku Koyate, who this morning we had a £15 million bid for him from Tottenham rejected, because no way is he going. He's probably one of our best midfielders. And then we got Manuel Lazzini, who is on loan to us from Al Nassr or some team in the United Arab Emirates. Then we got Dimitri Payet, who has looked insane this season. He got Coutinho a red card when he, you know, did that sort of I don't know what you call it, roulette maybe, round Coutinho. And then, you know, he's just brilliant. Will he leave West Ham quite soon? Probably, because he does look very, very good. Because that was basically what happened when we had Paulo Vutra. Now for our wide midfielders. Now West Ham's wide men looking a bit plain. There aren't very many of them. That's probably because we just play a 4-1-2-1-2 with the two centre mids formation. So we don't really need the wide men. But we've got this year we got Matt Jarvis, who I've given a 73 rare silver because sadly he hasn't been used recently. But I mean, he was quite good in the Europa League actually, I thought. Then Morgan Amalfitano, who has actually been demoted to the reserve team because of some. He's just been really unkind, I think, and doesn't get on with Bilic. But I still giving him a 74 rare silver because he can actually be very good. And I was debating whether he should just stay as a 75 non-rare gold. And then another new one from this morning, Victor Moses, who comes from Chelsea on loan when he played for Stoke last year. But because he just signed a new contract with Chelsea, I don't quite know what we're going to try to achieve because I doubt we could buy him at the end of the loan. But anyway, we'll see what Bilic can come up with. And then finally, Mikel Antonio, who recently signed from Nottingham Forest just before deadline at 6. He scored 15 goals last season for Nottingham Forest, which is better than any other season he's had. Great signing, I think. We didn't quite swap him for Jarvis like we thought we might do, but he could be very good next season, and he's very fast and very strong, so he's a very good signing. Now we move on to the last of the potential ratings. Let's start off with Andy Carroll. I reckon he could get a 78 non-rare gold card next FIFA, because really he did have quite a good season. I mean, obviously he's injured, but that's just Andy Carroll for you. But when he did play, he was actually really good, especially that goal against Swansea when we beat them 3-1, I think, or 2-1. So I think that's a fair rating. Then Ed Valencia, 75 rare gold, same as last season, just because he is good, but he's still injured. Then Mauro Zarate, who was on loan at QPR last season, never really took off at West Ham, but seems better this season. So, let's hope he does well. 75 rare gold for him. Then Diafra Sakho has to get a gold, surely. He is probably our best striker, but I know he has problems with threatening to kill. I don't know what that's about, or a load of rubbish. I mean, what are you doing, Diafra? And then we got Nikiki Jelavic, came from Hull this morning for £3 million. Could be a first team player, but that's really only when people like Valencia are injured. I think it's a good signing though. Bilic knows him from when he was Croatian manager and Jelavic was playing under him. And then finally we got Martin Samuelsson, who came from Man City. He's mainly just a youngster, and hopefully, well, I think he's in the first team, but hopefully breaking into it properly next season. But that's it for the strikers. So here is the potential lineup. Very similar to what we do in real life, as it's meant to be. So we got Adrian, Jenkinson, Ogbonna, Reed, Cresswell, Song, Koyate, Noble, Payet, Valencia, Sakho. And I got to keep in mind this is if we always had no injuries like Valencia. And then the bench you can always take a look at, but you can never predict subs, obviously, because subs will always change. That's the whole point of them. And it's a 4-1-2-1-2 brackets 2 CDMs formation. So just look at that for a couple of seconds. And then finally, these are all the West Ham's players for 2015-16 put on one page. Just admire them for a couple of seconds as I do the outro. Right, here's the outro then. Thanks very much for watching. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe and like the video if you've enjoyed it. Like, I'm sure you would have done. Yeah. Yep, so that'd be great. As I've said, make sure you subscribe and see you later. Goodbye. Hello guys, welcome to the 6th episode of Mikel's Mission. We're now on to golds, as you probably would have seen at the end of last episode. Hope you've been enjoying your summer holidays. I have been.